Hello, U9. Welcome back. Today we're going to look at a bit more on box plots and converting histograms to box plots like we did at the end of last lesson. So let's get into it. Once we've done this, we're going to describe and compare the features between the histograms and the box plots. So that's what we're going to add today. So just a bit of a recap of how to go about these. We've first got to make a cumulative frequency table. Cumulative. So just a bit of a recap of how to go about these. We've first got to create a cumulative frequency table, and that will help us to create our box plots. Okay, so let's look at this first histogram. So A there on the left, we're going to write the scores, the frequencies, and then the cumulative frequency next to it. So for score 1, which is the first score, from our histogram, there was only one of those, so the cumulative frequency is 1. For score 2, we had 2 of those, so our cumulative frequency is 3. For score 3, we had 5 of those, so we go to 8. For score 4, we're starting to peak. We have 7 of those, so we have 15. You can sort of see how we go about completing these tables. So for score 5, we have 10 of them. We're up to 25. For score 6, 10, 35. And then we're on the downhill. So score 7 has 7. You can sort of see there's this kind of symmetrical aspect to this one. So we get to 42. Score 8, we have 5 of those. So we're up to 47. And then for 9, we've got 2, 49. And what do you know? 10, 1, 50. So it's a nice symmetrical score. You can see that really clearly on the frequencies there, how it goes 1, 2, 5, 7, 10, and then 10, 7, 5, 2, 1. Very symmetrical. Okay, let's do the table for this second one here. So again, we're going scores 1 to 10. This time I'm just going to write out the scores like this first. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll just lengthen those a bit. Okay, and then let's add the frequencies and the cumulative frequency. So it's going to be 6 for this first one, and then it's going to be 13, which gives us 19. Then we're going to add 10, 29. Okay, for 4 we have 5, 34, another 5, 39. Okay, 4, 43, 3, 46. What are we up to? 8, 2, 48, and then 1 for these 2 here. We get to 50 again. So we don't have the same symmetrical pattern here. So let's see what our box plots are going to look like. So for part A, we need a 5-figure summary. Let's write this out. This time we'll go like this. Okay, so the lowest score is 1. The highest score is 10. Okay, Q1, let's find Q2 first. So if we've got an even number 50, it's going to be the 25th and the 26th score. Now we see the 25th score is a 5 and the 26th score is going to be a 6, which means that the median is going to be 5.5 for this particular one. Then we've got to look at the bottom 25. So we're going to look at that 13th score there. The 13th score is going to be less than 15. So the Q1 is going to be 4 here. Okay, and then for Q3, we've got to think about the top 25, sorry. So it's going to be the 38th score there. And so the 38th score is going to be less than 42. So that's going to be 7. Okay, so now we've got to add in our features. Let's go from left to right. We've also got to put our scale here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so lowest is at 1, which is easy to do. And then Q1 is at 4. That's the start of our box. Q2 is at 5.5, so it's going to be in between 5 and 6 here. And then Q3 is at 7. And then we can close our box. And then our highest is at 10. And add our whiskers as such. Okay, so what you can see here is we've got a nice symmetrical box plot, just like how our histogram was symmetrical. So for part II, we can say both the histogram and box plot are symmetrical. Okay, so let's quickly do the same thing for part B. We're going to do our 5-figure summary. Q1, Q2, Q3, and highest. Okay, so the lowest one is going to be 1 as well, and the highest is going to be 10. So those are going to be the same. Q2, okay, again, we're looking at the 25th and the 26th. Both of those are going to be 3, so the Q2 is going to be 3. For Q1, we're looking at the 13th score. The 13th score is going to be under 19, so that's going to be 2. And then Q3, we're looking at the 28th score. 28th score is going to be 3 as well. So, sorry, 38, my bad. You're looking at the 38th score for looking for Q3 if we've got 50 points, which is going to be 5. Okay. So let's draw out our box plot. So again, our scale, we're going to split up the numbers 2 grids apart, just like the one above. 8, 9, 10. And then the lowest is going to be 1. Q1 is going to be 2. Okay, Q3, 2, sorry, is 3. And Q3 is 5. And then the highest is up here. So let's close our box, add our whiskers, and what do you know? So you can see here, just like our histogram was positively skewed, we had more points on the left side, more smaller points. We've got the same kind of skewedness represented in our box plot. So you can see here, it's kind of crammed up on the left side, and then it spreads out more on the right side. So there's that long tail there. So we can say both histogram and box plot positively skewed. In that, remember, positive means to the left. That is more small numbers than big numbers there. Okay, so good luck with those. That's going to be our last lesson on box plots, but I hope you get through the questions okay, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to move on to looking at standard deviation. See you then.